What's up, y'all? It's Krystal Lee, and I am so excited to be back with this Q&A. I know it's taken me a really long time to get this done, and I'm gonna say this. I posted a message on my Instagram today. If you are not already following me, or this is your first time ever being in my channel, make sure you follow me right now. It's I am Krystal Lee, because the message I posted today was for me and it's for you. Basically, I haven't created any YouTube videos because my computer was acting crazy whenever I tried to upload something to iMovie, and it was irritating me, and I was like, maybe I need a new computer. And so I was putting it off, making excuses. And I looked, and there was an update that came like December 2019. All I had to do was do the update, and literally everything went away. So, said all that to say, stop making excuses, start doing what you need to do today. You already have everything that you need. Literally the only thing standing in your way is you. So that is the reason why it has taken me so long to do this Q&A, because I have been like, oh, well, my computer doesn't work, so I can't do it. And that's some bull crap. Stop BSing yourself as I do the same thing. All right, so today I owe you a Q&A. The last video I posted, I said, you know, ask me what you want to ask. And then, of course, the world shut down and we got into a quarantine, stay-at-home situation. Literally, y'all don't even know what it takes to get these brows together because they haven't been done. No nails, hair been like this forever. It's been a struggle, but praise God, we making it. We making it. I pray that all of you are well during this time, praying for you and your family. I know it has been hard. It's been hard for me. The first few weeks of this whole coronavirus thing, I was like, I just ain't got it. I ain't got it for y'all. I can't create nothing. I wasn't feeling inspired. I was scared because I think my mom had the virus and they kept turning her away from the hospital. It was just a lot going on. And so with all of that update I just gave you, I know you guys have a lot of questions before all of this coronavirus stuff happened, just about starting your t-shirt business in 2020, wanting to know what to do. So today I'm gonna get into those 10 questions. I chose 10, all right? I chose 10. And hopefully these 10 will help you or some. But if you have another question, of course, you can leave it in the comments and all that good stuff. So number one, I get this question so much, even after kind of explaining this for years and years on this channel, where do I start? So first thing I would say is that you start by knowing what problem you're going to solve. You start by knowing who you're serving, who you're talking to. A lot of people mess up with this first step, and that's why I'm glad I'm starting this here, because you don't start by just going to create design. Sometimes this works for people because you have a very clear idea of who you're serving, but a lot of times people start designing. You have logos, you have websites, you have all of this stuff. You have no idea who your niche is. You have no idea who your target audience is. And because of that, you're just creating something for yourself. You are not your customer. Of course, you want to be passionate about what you're selling, but you got to know who you're talking to. So your very first step is, who is my target audience? Who am I serving? Who am I talking to? And let me give you a very clear example of that. Toyota and Rolls-Royce, they're both cars, but they are talking to two totally different people. You gotta be clear on who you're making products for. Toyota is not gonna talk like Rolls-Royce or any other luxury brand, and the same goes for them. So know who you're talking to first, do some research, figure out why you're doing this, check around and see if there's even a need for what you're selling. I see so many entrepreneurs just creating stuff, and there's not even a need for it. Nobody even wants to buy it. So that's your very, very first step. Find out who you're talking to. From there, you can create your designs, because of course the design is gonna be what people see. But when you know exactly who you're talking to, those people will actually see it. So I hope that that makes sense. Figure out who you're talking to, then go and create your design. And we'll talk about how I can help you with that at the end of the video. Number two, this is literally the number 2 question I get all the time. Do I need a trademark? So I found this out years after making videos on YouTube. I think I've been on here since 2016 making videos about business and starting t-shirt brands and all that good stuff. So a trademark is very different than a copyright. And with a t-shirt design, that cannot be trademarked. So with my brand, Girl Plus God, this is my logo and this is also the design. So I was able to get this trademarked. Did it need to be trademarked before I started? No. You can sell something online without having it be protected. But does that leave you open to people coming to steal your designs? Absolutely. Will they still try to steal your designs even after it's trademarked? Absolutely. So if you don't have the money, because trademarks, if you are trying to trademark your logo, can cost upwards of $1,000 or more. There is LegalZoom and a couple of other things, but trademarks are expensive. Copyrights can cost somewhere around like $30 to $40. I think it's depending on where you are. I'm not totally sure on that, but copyrights are much cheaper than trademarks. So you can get a copyright for all of your amazing t-shirt designs. But what I say is make sure that it's something that you're going to stick with for a very long time before you start trying to spend $1,000 on it. If you've been rocking with me for a long time, you know I have had several other different t-shirts, journals, different products. So you want to make sure that the thing that you're going to stick with, that you absolutely protect it. So this brand, I know I'll have prayerfully for a lifetime. So I went and got that protected. So do you need a trademark or a copyright to start? No, you don't. Even if you get one, people can steal your design, even with the trademark, but then you'll have some legal protection. But just start. Don't get in your own way. Just get started and save your money so that you can get a trademark for your logo or a copyright once you start generating some revenue. Number 3, should I market or launch my t-shirts right now during this coronavirus situation? So are people still buying t-shirts? Yes, they are. Unfortunately, my fulfillment center is shut down, so I have not been selling t-shirts or hoodies. We do still have jackets, and that's because this is not from my local fulfillment center. This jacket is actually from Printful, which is a dropship company, and I wanted to wear it because I wanted you guys to see. It's a champion jacket. Where's the logo? It's a champion jacket, and my logo is on it. And so this is a product that you literally can go on Printful right now with no money and start selling a jacket like this for no problem. And I would say right now it's very, very sensitive. Of course, there are some people who have lost their jobs, they've lost their loved ones. So it really depends on the type of brand that you have. For me, my brand is about God and it's about hope and inspiration. So a lot of people are wanting to rock this brand right now. I have students in my Girl Plus Goals TShirt Academy who are doing very well right now because they are using the right messaging during this time to really speak to their customers. So I would say it really depends on your brand whether or not you should market or launch right now. For some of you, it may be important for you to just do a lot of research right now, to talk to your customers, ask them what they want from you, ask them how they're doing, reach out to them. And for some of you, it may be the time for you to go full force. It may be the time for you to pivot, figure some different things out. For me, we have prayer journals. We've been selling a whole lot of those because of course people need prayer now more than ever. They're really trying to connect with God. So it really depends upon your brand and who you're reaching and who you're speaking to. But I would say, you know, you really just got to be sensitive no matter what. People are handling this thing totally different. So you just got to know what to do. But again, we are still selling these jackets, and this came from Printful.com, which is a dropship company, and you can literally put your logo on a jacket or a t-shirt or all of that good stuff and start with little to no money today. So yes, you can still absolutely do and launch your brand right now. Number 4, this kind of goes into number 3, and that's just, will people buy my t-shirt? So even before coronavirus, I would say this question pretty much rolls into number 1. Will people buy your t-shirts? Yes, if there's a demand for them. Yes, if you know who you're talking to. Yes, if you know how to market and create content to reach the people that you're talking to. Absolutely, people will buy your t-shirts. But if you don't know those things, if you're just creating something and only thinking about yourself, then it may be a little harder for you. I can't guarantee when people will start buying your t-shirts because obviously there's a lot of t-shirts out there. But I will say knowing your niche, knowing your target, knowing your why is going to really keep you motivated even if people aren't buying from you right now. And it's okay to start all over. It's okay to relaunch. It's okay to pivot. Again, if you guys have been on my channel a long time, you know I did not start with this brand. So it's okay to do something else to get to where you gotta go. We did very well with Wait, Pray, Slay, but this brand is just completely taken over. So yes, people will buy your shirts if you know who you're talking to and if you have a good product, of course. I don't even know what number I'm on. Number 5. I'm afraid to let anybody know I have a business. What should I do? So I believe I've addressed this on my channel before. You are not going to be able to have success as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, if you are afraid to let people know that you have a business. No, everybody is not going to support you. Your family, all of them, they don't have to. And that's okay. I want you to keep going even if people don't. Even if your family and your friends don't follow your social media, even if they don't buy anything from you, I want you to keep going. But I need for you to step out of your own way and to do what you gotta do. And that's gonna take you having your daily affirmations, really being confident, really speaking life over your situation, and really trusting God in the vision that he gave you for your t-shirts or for your business. But you're not going to be able to run and hide and be like, oh my God. You can't do that. You got to rock your products every single day. I always have on Girl Plus Guy. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your brand, because if you don't, nobody else will. When I see people rocking their brand and they looking good and they excited about it, I'm like, yes, girl, yes. And I want it. Same with you. If you got your head down and you rocking your brand, I'm not gonna want that. I want a brand with somebody, you know, I want to buy from a brand who is confident, it's bold, it's all of that. So leave the fear at the door and do what you got to do. All right. Number 6. Do I need inventory to start my t-shirt brand, or should I do drop ship or Teespring? So again, if you guys have been rocking with me for a long time, you know I have talked about several different methods on this channel. Number 1, I started with Teespring because I had $0. Like, I didn't have no money. And so it was great for me to just find a way to get the product out there and start. I don't use Teespring anymore because it's no point. And back then I didn't really know the value of email marketing. And now that I know, and I'm not sure if Teespring has added that on now where you can get your email database, but back then I couldn't. But it was great for me to just get started. So that was Teespring, great, yay. And now I don't use them. So everybody who works with me, I encourage them to start their store, create their store on Shopify, and connect a dropship company to it. So a dropship company like Printful, Printify, Printora. Again, this jacket came from Printful, and you literally can put your logo on and the company is going to send it off for you. They're going to print it, they're going to pack it, they're going to ship it, they're going to do all of that, and you get all of your money up front. And then they're going to take the money to then make the product. And your customers don't know where it comes from. And you get your email database and you get to market to your customers over and over and over again. So you do not need inventory to get started. You can literally start with a company like Printful. And I talk about that in my TShirt Academy and also my masterclass, how to really get started. But if you are somebody who you're like, I want to print it myself, I want to ship it myself, I want to do all the hands-on stuff, I would definitely recommend you testing the market to see if there is a demand for the product, and 2, doing pre-order. And that is when you sell the product without actually having it on hand. See how excited people are, see how much they buy, get 1 sample, 1, 2, 3 samples, do a photo shoot, make it look good, post it online on your social media, send it out to your email database, and see how many people buy it. That way you can go straight to the printer and you can just print however many orders you got. And that way you can see how much people want it, are they excited about it, and you don't have just a bunch of inventory that you're wasting because you did pre-orders. All right. So no, you don't need inventory, but for those of you who want to print stuff yourself and ship it yourself, I would say do pre-order so that you don't have a bunch of extra inventory laying around. And it's okay for you to do drop ship, print sometimes. You can have several different drop ship companies. I have a local drop ship company. I have, or a fulfillment center. I use Printful for jackets and hats. I use another fulfillment center for books. So you can use as many methods that you need for your store and for your brand. All right. I seriously don't know what number I'm on. Okay. I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say 7. What makes a good design? So I always tell my students, keep it simple. You don't need 5,000 million colors on your t-shirt. For some brands, it works and it's amazing. I had a student, her name is Simone, and she has a brand about autism, and her shirt is beautiful and it's colorful because of her target and who she's reaching. So that's why I said it's very important for you to know who you're talking to. For a lot of my students though, I say keep it simple. You don't need a bunch of colors. You don't need a... Yeah, my camera just died. Like, excuse me. Now, I think I'm on 8. Okay. How do I stand out in a saturated t-shirt industry? There are a lot of t-shirt companies. There are a lot of people that make t-shirts. That's totally fine. There is only one you. There is only one brand that you are going to create, and there are people waiting on you to create it. Your people are waiting on you. It doesn't matter how many people have the same thing, the same message, the same whatever. It's just like on YouTube. How many girls are on here doing makeup tutorials? How many girls are on here doing fashion overhauls? How many girls are on here doing the same exact thing? You gotta do what you feel you're called to do, and the message that you have, the message that's on the inside of you, you gotta create it and stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. You stand out by being yourself. Here's the problem: when you start trying to do things the way that other people are doing it, when you start trying to steal other people's stuff and all of that, then that's when you mess up. You gotta be yourself. You gotta move the way that you're being called to move and speak to your people. That's why, again, I'm going back to the first question. You gotta know who you're talking to, and you know who you're talking to by knowing who you are and by being clear on your message, your why you're doing this, why you want this t-shirt brand so bad. And then from there, your people are gonna show up for you, and that's how you stand out in a saturated market. All right. Let me hurry up before this camera dies. Number 9. What is the difference in the TShirt Academy and the masterclass? All right. So I have a Girl Plus Goals TShirt Academy, and that is an online private community of really dope women and a sprinkle of men every once in a while who are really excited about creating their t-shirt brands. And I'm in there every month doing a live Q&A, which means I answer your questions for you, like directly about your brand. I look over your Instagram, your website, all that good stuff. And we also have a masterclass. I have industry experts that come in, financial advisors, brand strategists. We've had lawyers, we've had graphic designers, all kind of stuff. And I love it because we get to hold each other accountable. We get to be each other's models, all that good stuff. So it's really, really dope. That is the Girl Plus Goals T-Shirt Academy. And then I have a Shut Up and Start Your Business masterclass, which is literally, you can take it at your own pace, get the information, and do what you got to do from there. It is not a part of the academy. However, if you do get the masterclass, then you can have 1 month free in the academy. I feel like I'm about to confuse somebody again. But everything is going to be in the comments below or in the info box below so you can see. And I also have a free t-shirt masterclass where you can just kind of understand how I took this brand from nothing to 6 figures, and a few other things that I'm sharing in there to kind of help you with finding out your niche, finding out who you are as a business owner, and really just getting off your butt and getting started, right? Because we're at home. It's the perfect time to start your brand. So that's kind of the thing that I get asked a lot, like, you know, can you help me start? Yes, I can, and these are all the ways that I can do so, but check out the info box for all of that good stuff down there. All right, so the last question, and I took this one just because I really want for you guys to understand and know that no matter who you are, it can be a struggle for all of us. The question is, what has been the biggest thing that you've learned as a business owner? So for me, you got to be okay with your journey and the way that things are going to play out for you. It's very easy to look at other people on social media and YouTube and all this stuff and be like, oh my God, I want it to be just like them. It can't be just like them because you are you, and God has a very special plan for you in your life and your tribe and the people that are waiting on you. The way that I have learned to stand out, and the way that I have learned success, and the way that I have learned to make a lot of money is simply by being myself and trusting that God created me to be exactly who I am. That is the biggest thing that I've learned. When you try to do it like somebody else, it just doesn't work. Knowing who you are, knowing who you're serving, and being committed to serving people, and knowing that you creating your t-shirt brand and your business and what you're doing, you're creating it for people. You're in the people business, and so you got to make sure that you are committed to your people and you're not just focusing on yourself and just making money. That is the long-term goal, right? We want to make money. We want to break these generational curses. We want to build wealth. We want to do all of that. Yes, but you got to know right now as you're building, you got to focus on the people and you got to be yourself, right? I feel like a lot of these questions I kind of tied in together, but there's a reason behind that, because this is the reason why I believe I'm successful and why I believe that God is going to continue to bless me and my business, because I'm focused on the people, I'm focused on what they want, and I'm focused on being me. So I give that to you today, and my prayer is that you would start your business if you already haven't, that you would restart if you started and gave up, or if you've already started and you're kind of like, I really want to take it to the next level, I want to scale and grow. You also have that opportunity to learn and grow with me in the Girl Plus Goals T-Shirt Academy, or the masterclass and all that good stuff, which, like I said, will be down below. If you have more questions outside of these 10 that I chose, of course, you can leave them down in the comments. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. I'm excited to be back every week with more content. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Pray that you and your family are well. Stay safe, stay home, and I will see you in my next video.